Sponsored by Craig Swapp Associates. Today we have Craig and Ryan Swapp from Craig Swapp Associates joining us today to talk a little springtime travel preparations. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
We're glad to have you. Now, spring may have sprung. I don't want to jinx it, but with that comes summer road trips, and we want to make sure our cars are ready. What can we be doing?
Well, I think that the thing for your viewers to remember is that, you know, your cars are your transportation everywhere you go. And if your tires or your brakes or your windshield wipers aren't working properly, that puts them at risk of a potential accident. And so we just encourage, you know, all of your viewers to really take a look at that and make sure that when they get on the road, especially when they're going on family trips, you got loved ones in your car, you want to make sure you're all safe.
Yeah, well, you guys see this firsthand. You were joking. You're saying, I'm not a mechanic. They're lawyers. But you are in the business of helping people. And you see when vehicles break down, it can cause accidents that could have been avoided. So what are some of the main things we should be checking? Brakes, obviously, comes to mind.
Right. Brakes, tires, windshield wipers, those are kind of the three big ones. Obviously, if your car is not working properly, you should see a mechanic.
Yeah.
But once those are in place, then the other thing that we like to caution people about is their insurance. Do they have adequate insurance?
Yeah, and Ryan, you know about insurance, about the different types and policies. Why is this so important for families to look at?
Yeah, so one of the biggest impediments that we run into in our practice is somebody will get seriously injured and there's just not enough insurance to cover the medical bills, maybe the property damage. I mean, everybody knows that with the recent inflation, you know, the property damage alone, you know, most people's minimum insurance isn't going to cover that. And so what we recommend to folks is to, you know, talk to your insurance agent, talk to your insurance broker, and review your policy. We recommend at least a minimum of $100,000 in coverage for folks. And hopefully that'll cover, you know, any sort of damages that they sustain. But, you know, as much as you can get, we recommend. And what a lot of folks don't realize is that it's not that expensive to add more. And so, you know, $10, $15 a month extra, it goes a long way to protect you and your family in the event of an accident. I
think that's so important to remind people because I'm just going to say it, I'm cheap, all right? And I look at that payment, I go, but you're so right. You don't know what you need until you need it. And I also think that looking ahead right now, before you go on this road trip, looking at your insurance, because I would be hard pressed, like finding my insurance card, right? And if things go wrong, the good news is we have friends that we can call at Craig Swapp Associates. Tell us a little bit about how you can help people.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, what we do for folks is when they've been injured in an accident, you know, we want them to come to us. We have our slogan of one call, that's all, right? And we mean that. You know, we want folks to be able to make that one call to start the process to, you know, help them through this difficult time in their life. And so we will take the burden of you know, helping them navigate medical care and dealing with the insurance companies off of their plate so they can focus on just getting better.
And that's the big part, is we all just want to get better and get back to our families and be our best selves. So if you're even questioning, should I call a lawyer, should I not, just reach out. You never know. So where can people go for more information?
Well, our URL is craigswapp.com, which is pretty easy, and our phone number is 801-444-4444.
Great. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.